Today at Merge Travel Company, we're going to take you into New York City. We're going to show you our favorite way to get there. Hi everyone, my name's Heather. I'm owner at Merge Travel Company. And if you're fortunate enough to live within driving distance of Manhattan, you still likely aren't going to want to drive into the city. It's not an easy drive, it can be difficult to find parking, and if you can find parking, it can be really expensive. It's better to travel in by train or ferry and utilize the public transportation that's available in the city. There are a few ferries that service Manhattan. The Staten Island ferry is free, but it takes you into lower Manhattan. Often I'm looking to get into Midtown, so the Staten Island ferry isn't the best option for that. My preference is to take the New York Waterway Ferry from Port Imperial in Weehawken, New Jersey, into Midtown at West 39th Street. This is my favorite way to visit New York City for a few reasons. First, the ferries run every 20 minutes, so I don't need to worry too much about the schedule. I can just depart on the next available ferry. Parking is in close proximity to the ferry. It's not terribly expensive, and at the time of this video, it's about $22 per day. Last but not least, the views are absolutely spectacular. If I'm doing a day trip, I can see the skyline by day on my way in and by night on the way out. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. First, set your GPS to Port Imperial Weehawken. There are 3 different ways to purchase your ferry tickets. First, the New York Waterway App. Second, the ticket kiosks in the ferry terminal. And third, the ticket booth. Let me walk you through that New York Waterway App. Before your trip, go to the App Store and download the New York Waterway App. The icon looks like this. Once the app is downloaded, you will need to set up an account with your email and enter a credit card. It's easier to do this in advance of your trip so you don't have to figure it out at the ferry terminal. And once you have your account established, you will just be able to go into the app and touch the buy tickets option. Pick the Midtown to Port Imperial route. Pick the fare that's relevant to you. You can purchase tickets for others in your party if necessary. For example, if you're traveling with kids, you can add those to your ticket order as well. Make sure you just purchase 2 one-way tickets and hit the purchase button. You're purchasing 2 one-way tickets really for that round trip. My saved card will pop up after the ticket transaction is complete, and you will see both tickets in your account. After you have parked in the garage, you can head to the short walk across the street to the ferry terminal. If you did not purchase your tickets through the app, you will need to go to the ticket window or purchase your tickets at one of those blue kiosks. The ticket window is self-explanatory. You just walk up and you ask for your round-trip tickets. And of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. I'm sure they'll be very helpful. It's often just as quick to purchase at one of the kiosks. First, select your destination. In our case, it's Midtown 39th Street. Then select your fare type. In our case, it's adult round trip. Make the payment. Your paper tickets and receipt will drop into the bin below. Make sure you tuck that return ticket somewhere safe so you don't lose it. Check the ferry schedule and note the next departing ferry. Then head through the ferry terminal. Once you're 5 minutes or so from departure, you can activate your ferry ticket if you've purchased via the app. To do that, select Use Tickets. Your tickets should appear. Just be sure to deduct your return ticket so you don't activate both tickets. Once you have the right number, hit the Activate Tickets button. The pass will automatically expire in 30 minutes, so don't activate it too soon. The screen will look like this. Proceed out to the ferry dock. When you are ready to board the ferry, just show the attendant your phone. They will just look at it. There's nothing to scan. Or if you purchased a paper ticket, you will hand that over to the attendant. Once you board the ferry, it will be an approximate 8-minute ride across the Hudson to Midtown. I always head to the upper deck so I can enjoy the best possible views, and the views are amazing. You can see a lot of the west side of the city. Once you exit the ferry terminal on the other side, you have a couple options. You can either catch a free New York Waterway bus or take a taxi at the taxi stand right outside the terminal. If you opt to use the bus, there are several routes that will take you either uptown, downtown, or midtown. Check the routes at the New York Waterway website or in the app. Returning to the ferry terminal via the bus is a little tricky, but you can simply be on one of the routes, and when you see the bus, flag it down. They may want to see your ferry ticket to board the bus. There's a bus locator in the app, which I have used to return to the ferry. I simply start walking west on one of the streets on the bus route, and eventually the bus will appear. Often I'll return to the ferry via a taxi instead, just because it's easier. When using this method to visit New York City, be mindful of the times you are entering and leaving the city. Traffic in Weehawken can be very difficult at rush hour, so you'll want to plan your arrival departure accordingly, which typically means arriving after the morning rush and departing after the evening rush. If you've never used this method to visit New York City, I highly recommend you do. Give it a try, leave me a comment below if you do, and if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll be reviewing the Staten Island ferry shortly, and be on the lookout for that video. Thanks, bye.